Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tana. Welcome to Crypto Bible. I hope you are all doing very well and you are keeping safe out there and hopefully not panicking too much. What I wanted to do in this video was kind of just zoom out a little bit instead of actually just full on analyzing Bitcoin just to kind of see, what is only Bitcoin doing. I thought I'd kind of zoom out and take a look at the rest of the market and have like a different approach and have a look and see what we do know what's happening, if that makes sense. So instead of trying to figure out what we don't know, I'm going to be showing you guys what we do know, what we have seen in the market. And like I said, I'm going to be zooming way out, have a look and see what we're actually doing, because at the end of the day, corrections, dips, they need to happen. All right. They're always healthy whenever they do happen. But obviously, when they do happen, it's always quite scary and people forget it. And what people need to understand is that August has been a really good month for crypto. Okay. We basically began August just before around the $30,000 mark. We're now at 46,000, $46,500. And people just forget this. Okay. Now, admittedly, we have obviously come up to important retracement levels for Bitcoin. And, we did expect to find some resistance at these levels. It's something we've been talking about for a very long time, right? Finding massive resistance at the 0.702. Bitcoin did do that. And as expected, we found resistance and we've come back to dip. But once again, I just want to kind of show you everything that I'm seeing, show you the stuff that we do know, and hopefully it can kind of build a case for us to show that, look, we are still bullish, which I personally am, by the way. It's not financial advice or anything, but it is my opinion that we are still bullish and we've just found expected resistance at certain levels. Okay, so we are going to start off at Bitcoin right here. This is the 4-hour chart, right? And, before I actually zoom out for Bitcoin, let's have a look and see where we've come back down to. Right now, Bitcoin is holding this previous resistance level, which is actually pretty good to see, okay? Because as you guys can see right there, we did find a lot of resistance. We've now flipped that level and we're finding support on top of that level. And we've been in that area for quite a long time now, which is obviously great to see, because once we did actually flip it, as you guys can see right there, we did end up flipping it and coming back down to retest it as support. And all we're doing is just doing that again. So it is at a level where I would have expected it to come down to. But then I decided to zoom out a little bit and see what actually went on previously. Well, as you guys can see, this is a very important level of support. We found support right there, and we found support right there as well just before we capitulated. Not only did we find it there, we also found some support there and support here as well. Okay. And it was previous resistance before we broke above it, and also found support here and here. Like, basically, this level we're at right now is pretty important because we've found a lot of support within this whole area, within a whole grind up. And what we've just done is that we've now flipped this area, which was previous resistance, back into support. So it's obviously a very important area that we are in. We are holding it at the moment. I would like to hold it. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I'd be looking for us to come back down to these areas around the $44,000 mark, right? And the $44,000 mark does also come at the 50% retracement level, okay, which I'll just show you guys right now. If we go from here, as you guys can see, that comes at the 50% retracement level, $44,000. And you might be asking yourself, why are we going from this high here and not here? Well, the reason why we're doing that is because I've noticed that obviously when this was previously our high, if you go to our low, which would have been right there, where did we get stopped at? The 0.702, which is what we're always speaking about, right? We dipped, we retraced back to the 702, we did not manage to clear above it. So if we go from our original 0.702 retracement level, which would be this high right here, as you guys can see, once again, we pinpoint touched the 0.702 and we are now finding some resistance there. It's a very important level that we need to pass. Okay, so, I'm not surprised that we're finding a little bit of rejection here, but in the past, we would always find some rejection here. It never usually just goes straight above it. Okay, so it's expected to find that there. Hopefully we can just get back and kind of retest it again and this time break through it. But for the time being, I just would not be surprised if we do just kind of consolidate within this area for a while. But like I said, I am hoping that this level does hold, because it does seem to be quite an important level for us, which is coming in right here. So around the $46,500 mark. It's not the end of the world if we do break below it, but I would love for us to hold that level. Okay. Now, what else am I seeing in the market? Well, I decided to take another zoomed out approach and actually take a look at the total market cap of crypto. And once again, guys, what we can see right here is very similar to what Bitcoin is doing. And these are very important charts, by the way, the crypto total market cap, right? This also used to be a very important level of support, and it was also resistance. We've just now flipped this resistance level. Are we just retesting it as support? I mean, it looks good to me. I mean, at the end of the day, that is a very important level. And literally, before I even looked at this stuff, all I'd done was I just went onto this level right here. I said, cool, let me put a line and see where we've dipped to so far and where we've bounced from. I'd done that. Then I zoomed out. And then I obviously realized that, it's a very important area. And all we've done is just flipped it back as support. So if you're taking a zoomed out approach, where we're sitting right now is a very crucial area for us to kind of hold. And I'm not saying if it doesn't hold, it's the end of the world. I'm saying that this level is simply just a very important level for us to ensure that we continue to hold, because it will just allow us to carry on grinding up further quicker rather than going down, consolidating, and maybe coming back up again, right? At the end of the day, guys, we are at very important levels. If we just place a quick Fibonacci retracement over this entire thing and see where we did get to, as you guys can see with this, where did we get to? The 0.702 once again, and we found a little bit of resistance. And look, it's not something that comes as a shock. For the people that have been watching my channel for a very long time, I've been telling everyone the 618, most importantly, the 0.702, and lastly, the 786 are the most crucial parts of retracement levels. And what tends to happen is that whenever cryptos or anything else gets to the 0.702, we find a lot of resistance there. However, if we manage to break above it, you would usually start seeing a big explosion of price action to the upside. It's like a trigger point. Okay, the second we break it, you're gone. But you need to battle to get through it. It's like a reward. You can get through me, you can have it. However, it can also come at a time where it can indicate that no, you're not going to get through it at all. We're in a bear market. It's literally fine lines like that. But the reason why I do not believe we're in a bear market is because of everything else that I am seeing within the market, right? Which I'm going to show you some stuff right now. Because at the end of the day, if we were in a bear market, you'd be seeing a lot of things going down. You would not be seeing top 5, top 10 coins making new all-time highs, and a lot more evidence, which I'm also going to show you in this video. So that is a total market cap. Then go over to the total altcoin market cap, which has also come back down to an important area right here. As you can see, this area we rejected for quite a few, well, about 2 weeks or so before we ended up breaking it and then finding support in it. Well, we've just broke above it again, and now we're finding support on top of this level again. So once again, all we're seeing is yet another important chart with yet another important resistance support flip. So, taking a zoomed out approach, guys, this was meant to happen. In my opinion, right now, it's looking like it's a very good sign. These are coming back down to important levels of support that we needed to retest. So, are we just taking this a lot further than people actually think? At the end of the day, I can't give you the answer to that because I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I'm just showing you what I'm seeing in front of me. And all I'm saying is right now, we're at some pretty important levels of support that I personally would like to see us hold, right? But this is where it gets quite interesting. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, okay? This is the entire, pretty much, stock market, okay? It's a very important chart. And as you guys can see, we've been grinding our way up quite a lot, and we've been making quite a lot of new all-time highs recently, right? Now, why am I showing you this? The crypto market does tend to have a huge correlation to the stock market, okay? However, the crypto market tends to lag behind it. So whatever happens in the stock market would tend to happen in the crypto market shortly after. So why am I showing you this? Well, as you guys can see, the stock market did have a bit of a dip over the last 2 weeks or so, right? Over the last 2 weeks, we did have a dip in the stock market. And just before that, it was grinding up and made a new all-time high. However, the stock market has recovered. We've now grinded our way back up. We've bounced back up, and it's probably on its way to make a new all-time high, hopefully. Well, right now, is the crypto market simply just chilling in this area right here where it dipped? because we do lag behind it. Okay, we are lagging behind it right now. Is that what the crypto market is doing right now? I'm not too sure, but it's definitely something I'm looking out for. But the stock market is now grinding its way back up. It's kind of been consolidating for a few days. However, it did have a big dip. Okay, what kind of percentage dip are we looking at right here? Let's have a quick look together. Price range. If we go from our top to where we bottomed out, so it had a 2.73% dip. Obviously, crypto being a lot more volatile. Where did we dip from? Let's have a quick look with Bitcoin. Price range. Here we go. 7% dip at the moment for Bitcoin. But like I said, everyone knows that crypto is a lot more volatile than the stock market. So look, I'm not surprised to see that there's a dip happening. Not only did we hit the 0.702 and found resistance there, not only did we need to come back and retest certain levels of support within the total market cap charts, but the Dow Jones Industrial Average also had a dip over the last few weeks, which is now recovering. And the crypto market tends to correlate just as a lagging effect with it. So, that's also something that I'm definitely looking out for. So as you guys can see already there's things happening within the market that are very interesting to see. And things are making sense. Obviously, if Bitcoin starts completely crapping on itself and really dropping down low, I'd be looking at certain Fibonacci retracement levels to come into play. And we just have to wait and see. But for me right now, I'd like the level of where Bitcoin is. If we do break below it, I'd like to see 44K hold. And then hopefully we can get a big bounce from there. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But then why am I quite confident that we're okay? Well, take a look at something like Cardano, for instance. Let's just zoom out for a second. Cardano's been making new all-time highs recently. You would not be finding a top 5 coin making a new all-time high in a bear market. You just wouldn't at all. But where's Cardano come back down to, guys? This blue line, by the way, because I'm just going to zoom in, is Cardano's previous all-time high, right? What have we just done? Cardano broke the previous all-time high, okay? And all we've done is just bull flagged, and then we grinded our way back up. Cardano's come back down to that level right now where I'd like for it to hold, okay? Whether or not we're going to hold this previous all-time high, I don't know. I'd like to see it. However, we're still holding that previous all-time high. If this market was weak, you would not be seeing that. You would be seeing Cardano just have what they call a fake out, okay? A dead cat bounce is what they call it. You would not be getting an all-time high dead cat bounce out of a top 5 coin and then coming back down to retest previous all-time highs. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, when you really zoom out of things like this and just take a look at the bigger picture, is there really a reason to be worrying right now? Personally, I don't think so. And the thing is, there's even more. You take a look at Luna, which is now a top 12 coin. I think it's like 11th or something. It's also done the same. This blue line is our previous all-time high. We're nowhere near the previous all-time high. Okay, we've come back down and we're literally just chilling within this level right here. Another bull flag, and we've just come back up and we're retesting that level right there, holding it like a boss. Solana doing the same thing, holding this like a boss, previous all-time high all the way here. These are top 10, top 15 coins, right? You just would not be seeing that happen within the market if we were bearish. Okay, you wouldn't be seeing the total market cap flipping resistance into support if we were bearish. Bitcoin doing the same thing. All we've done is hit a critical retracement level and it's finding resistance there, and it's just backtracking a little bit, hopefully gain a bit more momentum, then go retest it again. But of course, you do have to remain wary that it is a very important retracement level. Bitcoin is the king. If it decides to reject it, there's nothing we can do about it. But I'm just looking at the other things that are happening within the market. But then something else caught my eye as well, right? In the last 24 hours, another thing, in a bear market, you would not be seeing coins do 100% moves in a day and stuff like that. That usually happens in a bull market. Coty, look at this. Went from 27 cents all the way to 50 cents. Okay, you pretty much just doubled your money, 100%. Yes, we're chilling at 40 cents right now. Okay, however, it still made that type of move, and you would not be seeing it. Let me see. Let me put a Fibonacci retracement over it. I haven't actually done that yet, if I'm being completely honest. But did we come to a certain level? Oh, look. Yes, we did. Would you look at that? Where did we come to? Perfectly to our final retracement level. as you guys can see right there. Pinpoint touch to 0.786. Okay, so understandably it found some resistance there, but we still made a 100% move from COTI, which is on Binance, okay, in a day, while Bitcoin was going down. Not only that, Sand also made a very large move as well. We went from 58 cents to 86 cents. So not quite the same amount as COTI, but still making a huge move nonetheless. In fact, this looks like it's actually cleared all retracement levels right now. As you can see, it has. It's past all retracement levels right now, catching up to stuff like Luna, Solana, ADA. And then this completely blew my mind. ATA, again, another one that is on Binance. Look at that move it just made. It went from 57 cents all the way up to $2. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so you would not be seeing these type of things happen in a bear market. Okay, and this is all while Bitcoin is going down. Coins need to catch up to their leaders. The leaders are obviously Cardano, Luna, Solana. We know this, we've seen this. And I've always said leaders will eventually get caught up on. These laggers need to catch up. It just requires patience. You know, people getting sick and tired of MIR, for example. MIR is one of my biggest holdings. Why? Because I've rotated profits into it because it's the biggest lagger. I don't care how long it takes. It could be the last one to go. I'll still hold it. I'll just keep rotating into it, you know, but people just get kind of sick and tired of waiting. But this market requires patience and it will test you. All right. But as long as you understand what's going on, and what's going on right now is that we are seeing so many coins that are coming back down to retest certain levels of support, which are very important. Yes, we need to hold them. We need to see them hold. Yes, we don't want to see another big drop down below. I personally would like Bitcoin to hold 44K, worst case scenario. But you know, it just is what it is right now. There's nothing we can do about it. We just got to sit back and let the market do what it's got to do. And like I said, long story short, Bitcoin came back and retested the 0.702 retracement level, which is a very important retracement level, which I've been talking about for a very long time. And understandably, it did find a lot of resistance right there. As you guys can see, I'll even zoom into it. Pinpoint touched the 0.702 retracement level, and we are finding a rejection there. But coming back down to retest areas that needed to be retested, holding that level right there, which is very, very good to see. So we'll wait and see how this all plays out. I'll keep you guys updated if I see anything else interesting. But right now, guys, it's just a matter of waiting and seeing. You know, there's nothing else we can do. If you want to keep updated regularly, please be sure to join the Discord. The link to that is in the description below. Otherwise, if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure your bell icon is turned on so you don't miss any uploads. Remember, this is not financial advice, just my opinion. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.